Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Drones and Coffee. Great sunrise this morning there from the crew. Charlie Mafia, Rodney, Dennis, and Mr. Chris Hope. Want to thank them for that. Hey, that's a big commitment. What I do is easy. It's in my house. Don't have to go anywhere. But man, they get up cold and they get out there and fly. I know it's been cold all across the U.S. this past week. We were down to 27 last night. Wasn't too bad. But supposed to be last night. I think actually they show in the 60s this week. So you go from we were in 16 one morning last week to the 60s this week. So Jenna, what's up? Welcome. Rick Williamson, welcome. I'm kind of going backwards here. Jerry Bauer, welcome in. Mr. DeMarco Moore is up. Bill Chin, Jonathan Jackson, Ken Hoffbauer, Vincent, Bent Rail Productions, Trucker Steve, who else? Hot Rod's in the house. I see Hot Rod in the background. Joel, welcome in. Brian, Waypoint, New England. Bill Chin, Jackrabbit, Scotty's in the house. Mr. John Flynn. Guys, I sent some links out, but the link is right there in the chat if you want to join in. Love to have you in. Genesee, what's up? Who's all going to Vegas? Yeah, Rick, we'll definitely talk about that in a little bit. Looks like that's going to be an exciting time. I think it's November 8th, 9th, and 10th. I think it is. So, yeah, we'll definitely talk about that coming up. Lots of good flying, actually. I've been seeing a lot of videos. People, I know it's been cold across the U.S., but some people have been sneaking out, getting some flights in. Personally, the other day, I put the V copter up. It was cold, but I was sitting here, make sure it didn't have any updates. Put it up, put the Air3 up, put the Avata up. Been talking to Mr. Joe Joe Leone. Joe's got his carbon fiber drone all built, and I think yesterday, I think I got a little video we can show too. So he's excited about that. And let's see, let's get Hot Rod. What's up?
Morning. It's cold here. It was like 38 last night.
Was it?
Yeah. We're flying. Yeah. We're flying this morning. Me and Ken and Jerry Bauer and Jeff. God, I can't remember Jeff's last name. Kim told me. But we're meeting up and flying at the fairgrounds up by St. Augustine.
Joe, don't make sure you got your pants on, Joe. You're looking down.
Oh, the Demi. Yeah, the Demibot. I was trying to think of the name of your drone there.
Demibot. Oh man, you look. Hey, I tell you what, it's been a little time coming. He had the parts.
And I'm jagging with it right now. Look, I'm rewiring some shit, resoldering some things, and a couple things I don't like. So yeah,
just you had all the parts kind of had to put together. You was waiting on. I know you're always waiting on somebody to send you something. You had some stuff being printed and waiting on parts and pieces. But hey, you got it. Yesterday you took it out. Yep,
got it. And a couple things I don't like about it that just wiring wise, I'm changing that up. But man, it flies incredible. It's a lot of fun for sure.
Yeah. So. Hey, but you're not saying Scotty was right? I mean, he was just kind of partly right about flying it.
He was fully 100% right.
Don't say that, Scott. I mean, Joe, he's in here. You don't want.
That's my guy. That's my guy.
It's something good. Paul Brown, welcome in. Yeah, Scott's in here. Scott, well, here's the link. Scott, I know sometimes he'll join.
Come on in, Scott. Come holler at your boy.
We're not going to talk behind your back, that's for sure. Well, I mean, unless you're not here. Don, what's up, Don? Don's in the house. Mudball Don.
Hey, Don.
Don's got to bring Fisheye back. I don't know what fish.
I haven't seen Fisheye in a while.
Did Fisheye retire? Does he have a retirement?
It may be.
Maybe he got drowned in bleach.
I might have had a social security number, and he might be retired. Jerry Bauer, what's up? Let's see, JoJo. Let's see. I think I got your flight here.
Oh, okay, cool.
You don't mind me sharing it?
Yeah, go ahead. I ripped up 9 packs yesterday, man. It was a good time.
Let's see here. All right, here we go. Joe, is anything? I mean, is it responsive? And I mean, you feel comfortable with it?
Is it what?
Is it all responsive as you need to be? I mean, is it, you know?
Yeah, it's pretty damn good. I haven't even adjusted any rates or anything yet. It's pretty good. I probably will adjust them a little bit just as I play with it more and kind of see what needs to be altered a little bit. But nah, it's freaking great, man. Flies awesome.
Smoother than the Avada.
Chris is in.
Smoother than the Avada. Well, it's a different animal, but yeah, I mean, it's certainly smoother.
I guess I mean that from a weight balance kind of thing in turns.
Yeah, yeah, and the power to weight, right? Yeah, it's, and you just hit that throttle and it'll just goes where you want it to go. Just point it and hit the throttle.
Yeah, I know that's one thing I noticed, and you said the same thing. Of course, when you get on it, it's loud, but it's actually pretty quiet. Huh,
yeah, they're not. Yeah, it's not too terribly loud, taking off and whatnot, and just getting going. But yeah, you hit the throttle, it'll blast off.
Pretty neat. Looks pretty good there, brother.
Thank you. I did a couple flights with the action camera on. I think you can see. Yeah, that one had an action camera on it. You can see in the shadow, but the angle wasn't right, so it didn't really look that great. So I got to play with that a little bit.
Yeah, that was the drone I had the healthy respect for. It was my 5-inch Nazgul because that thing's got some power. Yeah. That's why the Baby Hawk was like, okay, I like the Baby Hawk. Just a little. You can do everything Nazgul, just a little less power.
Scotty, John, Ray, what's up?
Good morning, Johnny, Rod.
Morning.
Scotty.
Good morning, everybody.
And Joe.
Happy Sunday.
And John.
Good morning. Good to see everybody.
Full house, Johnny.
I'm telling you. Welcome in, everybody. Mr. Hope, what's going on, Chris? How's the weather over there?
How are you, Johnny?
Oh, doing good. You know, it's been we've had some cold weather, but at least it's been sunny, and we really only had one little rain patch that was a week ago. But you know, as long as it's cool and no bad weather, rain, hey, it's not too bad. You know.
It's I'm honestly, yesterday was pretty day. It's cold, but it was pretty.
Yeah. Friday
was nice, but today it's supposed to be in 30s all day, and then this south wind's kicking me right now out of the south, and rain all week.
Yeah, I know they show rain for us, I think, tomorrow, and I mean they show partly. We're trying to get some concrete poured at the cemetery, and of course, you know how that is. Can't seem.
Scotty. It's a dirty word to Scotty.
The good thing is my pad is finally dry, but now my road's so wet I can't get a truck in there.
Yeah, I'll tell you what,
always something.
This time of year,
you got to mat it up.
Yeah, really.
This time of year is bad. I know last year we were trying to do our driveway about this time, and you know, every 2 or 3 days it rained, and everybody was getting aggravated. But hey, you know, those guys, I mean, they want to pour the concrete, they want to get paid, but they also don't want to make no big ass mess. You know, a messier than you need to be.
Yeah, it's
what's up, guys?
Hey, guys.
Rodney.
Good morning.
Hey,
Rodney.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning,
Hey, Chris. Hey, Scott. Hey, Joe.
What's up, buddy?
Good morning, Rodney.
Rod.
I
Ray.
guess you
Johnny.
on, huh, Scott?
Brother
What's that?
Rodney.
Say, I guess you saw Joe's first flight there, huh?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was getting spammed. I kept getting the link sent to me over and over and over.
Right,
I wanted you to see it. I guess Bob beat me to it, huh?
Yeah,
Bob
it
sent it to you
did.
before I sent it to you.
So Carbon Joe has hit the carbon fiber world.
Yeah.
I'm building right now, baby. Come on.
Oh man, building another one, man. He's got it bad, doesn't he?
I'm rewiring a couple things I didn't like on here, so I'm just fixing some stuff.
Joe's got a new addiction.
That is real talk, my friend. That is
Better-
real
better-
talk.
First of about 20.
I did order another stack and some more motors for my Grinderino though, so there is another one near future.
If you saw John Coopy's little video short, made a little YouTube short about, you know, he's got one drone, then he got two, he hangs about 20 on the wall, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I got 8. You have to have at least 2.
So Johnny, does it look familiar?
Oh yeah,
Napkin holder.
yeah, look, like this one. Look.
Yep.
I got a question for you. Is the bottom supposed to look like that?
The bottom is solid.
Huh. Then something happened to my print because it came right off like it was supposed to.
Yes, it's solid.
Hmm. Weird.
I know that's like 12 hours. How long did it take on yours, Rodney?
It took 7 hours.
Yeah.
Well, Rodney, it's probably good yours
Hours.
doesn't look like Johnny's because he probably would have sued you for copyright infringement or something like that. So at least yours is different.
That's just off that Anchor Make studio is all it is. It's not nothing. I know. And you see those files. I know Rodney's been doing. Man, look, they got so many. Files of different things. Yeah, see, Rodney. Yeah, this is the one that I use because it matches. But yeah, it's solid. It's pretty thick at the bottom.
Huh. I wonder what happened.
I don't know.
He printed version 2 instead of version 3. That's all, Rodney.
Yeah, that's the other 5. Hey, that's the other 5 hours. The thickness of the bottom.
Yeah, exactly.
But maybe that's why it only took 7 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's got to put lighter napkins in there. That's all. Yeah,
See,
Ray,
Here's the bottom.
Well, much as I hate to say it, I feel bad for you guys in the cold, but I'll be going boating later. It's going up to 68
rub it in.
degrees here.
Rodney, what is that? I mean, why is the bottom separate?
I don't know. It had a skirt around it. That when I finished printing, it had a skirt. So I was taking off the skirt
Uh-huh.
and it lifted up and just
Okay.
peeled right off.
This is all one piece. I mean, it's printed all at one time.
Right, I understand. That's what I'm saying. When mine printed, there was a skirt that went around the
Yeah.
edge.
That's
So when I went to peel that off, I got it all peeled off, and then this was sitting there like that, and I noticed this corner was sticking up.
Huh.
It was kind of sticking up like that,
Yeah.
and I'm like, well, I don't think that's supposed to be like that, and I peeled it off. It peeled right off, just like it was supposed to come off.
You get a second, just go to anchormake.com and put in napkin, and that'll be the first one to pull up. So I don't know if the file maybe is messed up or something, or maybe there was, I don't know.
I'll have to look into the settings.
All right.
So
I think it's 70s down your way today, Ray. I looked because I thought about going down to fly with Johnny.
Yeah.
You guys are about 20 degrees warmer than we are here in Daytona today.
I think our highs are only supposed to be in the 40s today.
Yeah.
40.
Same here.
That's what we had.
Yeah,
We had
46.
42 high yesterday. It was freezing.
Yeah, low 50s right around Daytona. So
Oh,
it's gonna be cold. It's gonna be cold
That's
when
terrible.
we fly this morning, but
Yeah,
Then
John.
tomorrow,
But John,
tomorrow I'm going to the South Florida Fair. That's a big fair down here.
oh yeah,
cool.
John. How warm is it gonna be today in Michigan? The warm.
Probably around 20, 22, which isn't bad, really.
Y'all got a heat front.
Yeah.
Got a warm
And
front coming through.
It's going to warm up next week, too, and be above freezing for a couple of days, too. So
well, how are you
John.
going to handle the heat, John?
I don't know. I'm get
It's
my
gonna warm up to
shorts and
freezing.
flip flops out, and I'll be ready.
Hey. So I text John the other day. I said I got something for that house that you
Yeah.
got up in Michigan. He said, "What's that?" I said, "A for sale sign."
you're right about the flip flops, though, John. When I lived up in Fargo in the middle of the winter, if it hit like 10 degrees, holy
Yeah.
cow, everybody was wearing their open toed shoes. It's like, wow, it's summer again, and it's 10 degrees.
Jesus.
Well, I went out and got our Sunday paper this morning, and I had my Crocs on, but that was just because I was too lazy to put my boots on. So Wasn't out
It's a
very
dry
long.
cold, right?
that's right. That's right.
Oh yes. Right.
I used to
Yeah,
love
reason
getting my
it-
Sunday paper. I just read everything online now, though.
Well, that's the way it is anymore. I mean, it's kind of old news by the time they print it up and get it
Yeah,
to
no
you.
lie.
So it's definitely
I
a
follow
mere
down-
shadow of what it used to be.
I watch a guy on YouTube lives up in Northwest Canada. His name's Jay Legrare. He 40, negative 50. He's ride a snowmobile across the lake, go camping. I just don't think that'd be fun.
That's crazy.
Hey, Ronnie.
That's like torture.
Yeah, I remember when I first moved to Fargo, the first winter, there was 2 solid weeks. The high temperature was never above minus 20. It was minus 20 to minus 35 for 2 freaking weeks. And I'm like,
That's insane.
why did I move here?
Yeah, really.
We're kind of lucky where I'm at because Lake Michigan kind of is like a buffer. We get the really cold outbreaks, then it modifies the temperature so we don't get quite that cold. So
That's different kind of flying in the snow.
Man, that is pretty.
And it looks good, too.
But John, that works reverse. That's true. Early in the winter, the lake probably keeps you a bit warmer because the lake's a bit warmer. But the problem is in the spring, it keeps you a bit cooler because the lake's a bit cooler.
Yep, you take the good with the bad for sure.
Chicago has that same sort of thing. Their winter tends to show up late, but it also tends to stay late.
Mm-hmm.
For the
John,
same
you just
reason.
shot all this from your house?
No. This is about 2 miles from where I live.
Oh, okay, I got you.
One of my favorite. It's kind of like a land preserve.
Secret
I fly there a lot.
location?
Secret location number 4, I think. I don't know. Who can keep track of these things? But I did this with the Air 2S. I was just thinking I haven't flown my Mavic 3 all year. Excuse me. So got to get that out. I actually, Ray, I headed out yesterday towards that lighthouse to get some ice, and it was snowing so hard we hit a lake effect snow band. We turned around and came home.
Yeah,
so
sure.
gonna have to try again maybe this week and get it before it melts.
That's a great place to fly, too, John.
Oh, I love it. Yep. I wouldn't mind moving down there year round, but I don't think Colleen is ready to do that. So
Yeah, that's almost like you're looking at it from outer space. It's like you're on the space station.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Anyways, everybody have fun. Time for me to go jump in the car and go meet Ken and Jerry and try to stay warm while we're flying.
Yeah. Good luck.
Have a good day, Rob.
Later, Rod.
Bye, Rod.
Bye, Rod. Have a good day, man.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
The
nice.
snow we had, it was wet when it first started, so it stuck to the trees, and then we got the lighter snow, and it's stayed on the trees now for, almost a week. Where normally, it gets windy and it blows off, but it's
Mela, welcome in. Mela, happy birthday. I think Mela's
Hey, happy birthday, Mela and Stevie
happy
Brown.
birthday. Yep, it's Stevie's birthday today.
Oh, Stevie. Oh, Stevie.
Yep.
Brown.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Stevie, have a happy birthday. And
Stevie.
Mela's birthday was yesterday.
Yep, Mela.
Happy birthday.
Happy
to
birthday.
you.
Happy
John,
birthday,
birthday,
guys.
Mela.
Jerry Frank said, "What's the coldest temperature you?" I guess he's asking you. I'm not asking everybody. I know you.
I've done it probably like maybe 15 degrees. It's probably about the coldest. And I wasn't out there very long. I was actually at that lighthouse on Lake Michigan. But there's about a 10 or 15 mile an hour wind too. So the wind chill was less than that. So didn't stay out very long. It was maybe like a 20-minute flight or so. But if it's 20 degrees and you dress and keep your batteries warm, you can.
Hey, Scotty, are you going to the bank after this?
Am I doing what?
Going to the bank. You got your hoodie on there. I thought it was.
Yeah, man, I'm cold. It's 60 degrees in the house.
Come on.
Oh,
Turn your
I
furnace
went
on.
over to the office. In the office, it was 38 degrees.
oh my God.
Hey, John, Rick asked you a
fly a
question.
beanies.
Yeah, he needs a beanie. He does.
Yeah, I do.
Lon Denard, what's up, Lon? And Lon says it's a -2 or minus.
Hey, Lon.
Yeah,
How you doing, Lon?
Cool hand. What's up, Lon?
Which is it, Lon? It's either -2 or -3. It can't be both.
Lon, here's a link. I know last week Lon was going to come in right when I was getting off. So, Lon, I don't know what do you have. Do you not have walls? Jerry Frank says. Scott?
What was that?
He says, do you not have walls? Walls with a W.
I got walls. They just don't work very well. Hey, we're built for the cold, not the heat. I mean, I'm sorry, the opposite.
Hey guys, I'm gonna drop off. You guys have a good one, man.
All right, Rodney. Thanks.
Hey,
for the
Rodney.
hop.
You, Rodney.
All right.
Have a good day.
Right,
everybody.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye, guys. Bye, everybody in the
Bye,
chat.
Rod.
Chris,
See you later, Rodney.
Chris, you saw they doing a meet up in Vegas. Do you see the dates on that, or have you seen the info on that so far?
I seen it. And did I see it's in November? Is
Yeah,
that right?
November. I think
November
8th.
8th, 9th, and 10th.
That's the opening weekend of deer season in Texas. I'm out.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Yeah, it sure is.
Priorities.
Priority.
No, I don't know, man. I can't make rays either. I don't know. I'm like this. What do I do? I
Yeah.
don't know. I'd like to go to Rays. I'd like to go to Vegas, but I just Rays is a good time for them because it's coming right out of winter, and that's where I'm at. I got some stuff coming up in April.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't
Right.
see me coming to Rays as much as I'm trying.
Well, you know, and
Well,
we
we'll
talk
just
about
talk about you, Chris. We're just going to talk
That's-
about you.
Yeah.
That's perfectly fine, Ray.
All good things.
I've
though.
always
All
been
good
told
things.
at least you're getting talked about.
Well, you know, we talk about it on the shows now. That there's so many. Not, I mean, well, they're all. I mean, now if there is one, well, there is one in Vegas. I mean, that's November, and of course you got Minefield. I know Michael and Sergio and them do some kind of FPV thing.
Yeah.
Time I think in August or July, and then the South Florida drone meetup. So, and of course, spin up. I mean, I don't think Kelly's doing a spin up this year. So,
No, it's and it sucks because Joe and Brian and them, they do one down there in Florida. I mean, down in Houston every so often, and I
Yeah.
can't even get away to get down there to that one.
Yeah.
And that's 4 hour. That's a 4 hour drive.
yeah. Well, it's hey, you're busy and you're working. I understand, man. Look, it's I mean, it's even hey, I know Ray retired. I know I'm pretty much retired. But, it's sometimes it's John the same thing. It's like, man, I wonder when I had time for work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
that's like I was saying in my live stream a while ago. I know you guys up north, y'all got to deal with this shit when it's 20 below zero. I don't have to. I don't have to deal with it. But every once in a while, Texas gets this cold spell,
Yeah.
and we got to deal with it. So we just camp out at work, and we stay there to keep things going.
It's brutal, isn't it, Chris? It'll be like
It's-
30 degrees. Everybody's like 20 below zero, and we're at 30 and just dying right down here in
I
Texas.
know it's that winter storm Uri I said a while ago in my stream that changed a lot of things for my industry in Texas. It changed it to the negative. It's not a positive thing anymore. It's always about negative. It's always negative because our infrastructure isn't built like it is up where John lives.
Yeah.
It's just not. I bet John doesn't leave his daggum water dripping in the kitchen sink, the kitchen doors open to keep it from freezing.
We do have to, if we get really extreme weather, as it starts warming up and the frost goes into the ground, then they recommend you run the water because the pipes will break. So,
Yeah.
Chris,
See,
Chris
you
thanks
have
for
water
reminding
flowing.
me. I got mine dripping right now, and I need to watch the weather and go close them off here in a few minutes. So I hope anyway.
Texas
Yeah.
just isn't built for that.
No.
They're just not. And in my industry, I've been doing this for almost 40 years come April. And I've dealt with it every year for 40 years. Texas has some mild winters. Sometimes we might get in the 20s and be it, but we don't hardly ever see the freaking 10 degrees or single digits, but the last 3 years we have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've just camp out and without going into great big details of what I do for a living, I work at a storage field where they store gas in the ground. And the way I explain it to people is just like your air compressor at home. It's the exact same thing, but it's on a grander scale. And we keep gas in the ground, and when they call for it, we got to keep it going. So that's what we do. We just hang out.
yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Chris, we were down to 16 2 days last week, and they had 3
Yep.
days of school they let off, just because it was 16 degrees.
Yep.
Because it's cold.
Did the
Yeah.
same shit here.
That's a good point about dripping your faucets. I've been doing that for 22 years now, and I've only had one pipe break. One year. Yep.
Ray, what do you do up in New York for your house? I mean, or does it? Do you do
I leave
anything
the faucet dripping. I let it drip a little bit. Yep.
for 6 months?
Yep. Just one little drip. That's it. Yep.
What about you? What about your koi pond? What about your fish, Ray?
Oh no, they're fine. I got an aerator going in the pond, and they just go below the ice and sort of get dormant. You know, they're all right.
You say one little drip. Hey, I had mine dripping the other day and it froze still. And I had to make sure I had a better stream the next time.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
And
That's
I
I've got
leave
it dripping
the
right
covers
now.
open too. And I leave the heat at 60.
John Flynn, what y'all hot water heaters? Are your hot water heaters in the attic, or I mean, do y'all
Basement. In the
Have, you
basement.
have
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
tankless?
No, we just have a regular. I've got like a 40-gallon natural gas fired.
Okay.
And where's it at, though? Is
It's
it
in the basement. In the
okay?
basement. Yep. Where we
Yeah.
have
Does
the
anybody
furnace.
up there have well water?
I'm on city water where I'm at,
Yeah.
thankfully.
Did
What was
I'm glad you're on here, John, because there's so daggum much. Your lifestyle versus my lifestyle is climate wise is different.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
mean, I had to deal with this shit for a week. Now you got to deal with it for what, 3 or 4 months?
Yeah. Yeah. But you know, you get used to it and it's just, you know, you kind of know it's coming and, you know, deal with it.
Just deal with it and go on.
I'm getting tired of it though. I'm ready to move down where it's warmer, but you know, eventually I might do that for
Well,
winters.
on the opposite side, it does get hot down here, but
Right.
you know, I mean,
I can deal with the heat.
It's
hate
kinda
it.
like-
I'm not a big fan of it.
It's kind of like Chris, you know, it gets hot here in Michigan too, but it doesn't typically last for more than a week, you know. So you just kind of
Doesn't get hot like it does here. It's in the dead of summer, it'll be 105 degrees heat index at 9:30 at night.
Yeah.
right.
It does not cool off.
It'll,
It's
for us
miserable.
with the humidity sky high too.
Same here.
it starts in May and doesn't end till September.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm moving to Tennessee in the next couple of years. Come on.
Chris, I heard you talking about Mike Kenny, and of course, I'm kind of glad you brought
Hey
it up.
Al,
We had
how you
talked-
doing, Al?
I had asked about Mike, I don't know, a month or so ago, and man, I know they haven't heard anything. I think since June. You know.
That's the last conversation I talked to. Who did I talk to? I actually got a hold of. I'm thinking if I can read between the lines, I think it was his stepmother, and they haven't heard anything from him in quite a while.
Wow.
I've reached out to 2 or 3 people on his friends list, and a couple of them got back with me, and they haven't heard anything. Now that don't mean anything's happened to him,
Right.
but he was conversing with us from time to time.
Right. Yeah.
Uh,
I know Bob. You know, I know he was texting Bob for a while, or at least you know.
yeah, Bobby Carlos was pretty talking to him quite often.
Yeah.
But
Just before June, there was a lot of communication.
it stopped.
Yeah.
Last time I told, like I said this morning, last time I had any conversation with him was in my live stream, sitting here at the lake one morning, and he had already gotten kind of wounded and seen some stuff.
Yep.
Really?
And he was that's why he was on our live stream. He was recovering from that.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was.
Yep.
Well, hey, just keep in your prayers, guys, and I hope
Yeah.
Exactly.
For
one
sure.
day a message will pop up, and you know, I mean,
Yeah, he doesn't get talked about enough, and you know how things get on your mind, and you. I just needed to bring it up to the forefront this morning, kind of remind everybody where he's at.
Oh, that's
No.
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So true. Yep.
let's see here, John. Who?
I tell you,
John.
Charlie, he had a pretty good live stream this morning.
Charlie's was nice. I got to figure out, and Joe, you do too. I got to figure out how we do FPV and live stream. They've worked me through it, and I've got a few things. My problem is getting time to do it. But I would like to do what they're doing too. I think that's pretty cool.
I've done it through, I've done it a couple times just through, Prism. But I've got, I'm running I've done it from the Potato and the Avata, so because I've got my phone connected to the goggles and running in the Fly app, and and then screencasting that or whatever. So, but with a home build, I don't know what you can with a Carbon. I don't know. Is there a way to project your video to a screen?
There is, and
Obviously, because they
Charlie
do
and
it.
Paul,
But
They're doing it
they
because
do it. There's a way to do it.
Is it DigiView?
DigiView, that's the one, and wide FPV, I think, is another one.
Yeah.
I've never
But
tried.
they've
either of
had
them.
sporadic experiments with it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yep,
Yeah, but-
exactly.
that's what Drone Bomb was as high as he was doing it, right?
Say
Say
again?
Drone Bomb, Paulie, that's how he was doing it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
Then
him and
Charlie
doing
Charlie
same
had the
way.
conference call going on with Drone Bum and Mr. Crowley too.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's
Let's see.
always,
Man,
it's always better with friends.
you need a small controller live stream from a Carbon Quad.
Smart controller. Yeah, I guess you could
You got to do something to your goggles, Joe.
together. But yeah, there's something.
You got to tie it to your goggles to get the video back to something.
All
Mhm.
right. Joel, thanks for hopping in this morning. We will stay safe and fly safe. Yep.
See you, Joel.
Thanks.
Stay
Have a good
warm.
day.
Take care, Joe.
So Ray, we got new entertainment for the South Florida Drone Meetup, right?
Yeah, I tell you, thanks to Tony Sizersky, he came through. I reached out to him when Dennis canceled on us, and I know he's in the band down there, and he talked to some of his band members, and two of them agreed to play for us and entertain us. And
Oh,
it's a
cool.
duet, and their names are John and Maureen from the Breakaways. So it should be good.
Yeah. And I know
Thank you,
Jeff
Tony.
Norman. Jeff Norman's looking forward to his video presentation. He told me he's bringing a big TV or something to
Wow.
put on. So he's he's going all out.
Yeah, that's going to be very interesting. No doubt about it. He's a great editor, great photographer, great drone pilot. The only thing is
Tony has
he's partial to Autel rather than DJI. He don't like that DJI geofence.
Tony
hey,
has provided a sound system every year.
Yes,
Yesterday-
Tony does. Yes.
yesterday I
Thank
had to
you,
go watch
Tony.
I watched my grandson play basketball over in Ponchatoula, which is a little town just right up the road here. And so I had my Air 3 in the car and my truck, and so I pulled in a spot after the game was over and where nobody was, and and I was geofenced out of freaking flying right there.
Okay. Yep.
And I mean, I know I don't know. I thought it was further than 5 miles from the airport, but I guess it wasn't. But my friend who lives like right there flies all the time. So I don't know if it was just a spot I was at, but I kind of got aggravated because it was cold and I didn't want to worry about unlock code and all that crap. So I didn't fly.
That's too bad.
Hey,
Was it
Andrew.
near like a jail or something, Johnny?
It's an airport. I mean,
Oh, just the airport? Okay.
the Hammond Airport is straight up the road, but I mean, I don't know. It's probably was like.
You're talking about
4.9.
flying by a jail. I've done that in a town called Riverhead by me on Long Island. And
Yeah.
I get the warning that I may be going into their area and it can affect the control of the drone if you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that
Yep.
too. If I fly up there at the courthouse, that's why I don't fly in town. We got a beautiful courthouse, and but every time I turn the drone on to take off, you get this big red thing says "Watch your ass," basically.
Right. Exactly.
So can you not fly courthouses? Because, there's a few of them I would like to fly too, because all these small towns around here have beautiful courthouses.
I don't think
Or,
it's the jail.
the problem is we got a juvenile about a block from the courthouse.
Right.
And
Okay.
the old jail still shows up as a jail, even though the new jail's about 6 blocks away. You still get all those warnings. Now I've never had it shut me down or anything, but that warning is on that screen, and then it puts it in the back of your mind. Well, okay.
So I learned something the other day on those guys. I think that's where I saw it with I forgot his name, but the lawyer that always helps us.
Oh,
Larry.
Ryan.
Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan. And
He's not a lawyer,
Rick?
by the. He's not a lawyer. By
yeah,
the way.
yeah. I know. I realize that.
Almost,
But
almost.
anyway, they basically, a lot of times you think it's an infrastructure that you can't fly, an essential infrastructure, but they have to list it as that. And a lot of these places don't do it. So,
No.
actually you can fly it. So, you think a dam, you can't fly a dam. Well, guess what? If they didn't list it as an essential structure,
Right.
you can.
Then
So-
you can. Right.
So I found that interesting.
Yeah, and Brad, you are right. There was an article on that. I think they're going to do what Autel basically does now. It just pops up, and they're going to leave it up to you as far as and that's kind of probably the way it should be. Because I mean, I don't know, and I know some people, some people say they can have the two same drones, two different people, and one let you take off at a spot and one wouldn't. So I'm not so sure about the geofencing. But
They just continued it in Europe, right? If I remember right.
I think DJI
Yeah.
was trying to satisfy the U.S. government, and now they probably just saying, so.
Personally, I think they need to leave it be, because this group here is fine with it.
Right.
But that group over here, I'll do what I want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave some stuff in place. I don't want to lose electricity in the middle of winter because some drone flew into a turbine and blew it up.
Well, and if you got to get to unlock code, if you got to go through all that and you still do it, well then, yeah, you got no place to stand on if you do something wrong for sure. I
Right.
kind of
Exactly.
We all know
Yep.
there's a lot of rogue pilots out there. So
Well, yeah.
I'm standing
Be-
right
be-
here,
be-
Ray. I'm standing right here, bro.
I wasn't referring to you.
Man.
Joe.
Hey, Brad,
Hey,
Brad and I like your shirt, Joe. Johnny
Like that?
Cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One piece at a time, baby.
Ray,
There you
go.
what you saying is you saw Joe fly before, huh? Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm telling you.
Me,
He's rode
Joe is one of the
passenger.
best. He's one of
rode
the best in
shotgun.
my book.
Me and Johnny Scott are wondering what kind of lights you got to keep your head warm there, Joe.
What kind of what?
What kind of lights you got to keep your head warm? Because every time you bend over, it's super bright. No, light.
Nah, I know. This is what's keeping me warm right here.
Oh, you got a light on top
Oh,
of
he's
his
got
head.
ceramic
Yeah,
heater.
what the fuck?
Ceramic heater.
That's my space heater. Yeah. Feels good.
Well,
right there.
I know my northern friend over there wearing his hat, so I went and got mine.
Yeah, this is a good. I tell you what, I've worn this hat a lot this winter, Johnny.
Now,
Even in the house.
When I got
now,
it on the-
Chris, I got your hat over there too, but it's got holes in it.
Man, I tell you,
Yeah, just like this one.
I wear that beanie almost every day just because I need it. I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
my old head
I'm
gets.
okay.
I'll tell you.
I'm gonna tell you what, Scott. Monday morning, I look like I was in that movie Fargo.
That's
I had the Christmas vacation hat on. I was bundled up. Trust me.
Hey,
well,
look,
my standing joke, and I know I've said it many times over, and everybody's probably heard it, but I got thin blood to feed mosquitoes and not thick blood to stay warm. So,
Exactly.
hey, I don't know if you remember that Seinfeld episode when George had the Michelin coat on, looked like the Michigan,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Michelin tire man.
Yeah.
That's about. I tell you what, man. Just got up, morning, all you Johnny. Let's see. Oh, Dusty, welcome in, Dusty.
There you go,
Dusty.
Mr. Chris.
More dusty.
There you go, Mr. Hope. You're not looking.
Hey, who won the
Representative
game
Hope.
last night? I fell asleep. Who won that game?
San
49ers
Fran.
and
The
Green.
Niners.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they beat.
All right.
They beat, and another Harbaugh getting a little deeper into it.
So who's left in the playoffs? I don't even know.
Ravens won.
Ravens are in, yeah.
Ravens play the winner.
Lions are going to get beat today. I hate to say it, John.
No.
The Lions are going to get beat today.
Uh-oh.
Not at home. Not at Ford Field. It's too loud.
Hey, John, I'm going to put you up here so you can knock him upside the head. Look, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be wearing my Buccaneers shirt when I go to Duffy's
Oh.
and watch the game.
Oh no. Well, it'll be a good game. I think it'll be a close game, but I'm hoping the Lions will pull it out.
We got a house divided at my place again. For those who don't know, my wife and family are all from Buffalo, Niagara Falls, and my Chiefs play the Bills.
Oh yeah.
We got house divided again.
I hate to
gonna be
tell you,
outside.
it's not divided. You're just a black sheep and an outsider.
Yeah.
Potato flying son of a gun.
He might be potatoes the rest of his life if he talks with his mouth.
You're on an island.
Yeah, I am.
Scotty,
Joe will be out in the garage watching the game, I think.
Scotty, are you ready to go to Florida? I mean, well, you're already in Florida, but are you ready to go to meet up?
South Florida drone meetup.
Yeah.
Yeah, except for I don't have a place to stay. So,
I
but I'm. Go ahead.
said I got a place.
Well, hey, I hope so. I might be the homeless guy out there in the parking lot. Of the,
no. Take that hat off, Captain. We don't want that hat around here. Kick him off the stream, Johnny. Come on. Show a little class.
I love it.
there you go.
Well, John, I got him for $10.
Ray,
All right,
you
guys,
got
y'all have a good weekend.
ready for baseball
Have a good
season,
week.
too, right, Ray?
I know.
Bye,
I
Bye,
got,
Chris.
I got my Mets.
Stay
ticket
warm.
here
Hi,
somewhere.
Chris.
Yep, I'm gonna go to a couple games. Yep, Mets and the Cardinals, and the other game is the Mets and the Marlins, Miami Marlins.
Yeah. I know Wade hadn't left yet. He's waiting to have the baby, and then he's got to go to spring training. So they gave him a 2-week extension
Extension?
to show up. Yeah.
That's good. I look
They go-
forward to spring training. I do.
They go to Arizona, so
They wanted $56 for a Yankees game, though.
Wow.
Crazy spring training game.
really, wow.
Bad enough I had to pay $49 for the Mets.
How much is it?
$49 for a spring training game.
I wonder what a regular ticket goes for now.
Probably cheaper than that.
Yeah, because spring training, they usually shoot in the day. Sarasota, Bradenton. I think who they got the New York Yankees, didn't they? Come down there. And my grandparents used to go to that all the time, but it didn't cost much at that time.
Joe, what you doing there? You rewiring something?
Yeah, I didn't like the way the wires were run underneath the flight controller, so
Yeah.
I'm taking them out and running them on the outside. It looked nice and clean, but
That's a good looking bird, Joe.
Yeah, but truly, why are you doing that? Because the other way they were protected. Now, mine are the way you're doing it now, but
because the reason I'm doing it is because the wires were too much in the way that the receiver also sits underneath.
okay.
Receiver, and so it's thick enough that it's not allowing the flight controller to sit all the way down. So it's got a little angle to it, and I can't even get any nuts on the top of it to secure that. So I'm going to raise the top plate a little bit, and then, like I said, bring these wires out this way.
Well,
It's
you're
not a
right
clear-
too. A word of caution. I had some flyaways of mine. Matter of fact, one of them was at South Florida drone meetup, and technically the thing still doesn't work because I had to crash it. And I think talking to Al, my problem was Al Duran. My
That was
flight
your problem.
controller was being compressed, and the gyro was messing up.
Oh yeah.
And so I needed to get separation between. It was my strap that was hitting in it.
Hey, Scotty, you needed crash directions?
Right.
Well, I got Joe right there. So
I could probably help you out with that too. If you saw me on the sim, oh my gosh, it's ugly.
Hey, John, Joe put me in there with all them experts the other day.
Oh, did he really?
He did,
I
I
he
bet
did
you
damn
did
good,
all
too.
right. I bet you
doing
did all
fine.
right.
No, man, them guys, man, look, I was getting dizzy watching them suckers. They were spinning and looping, and they were.
so the next carbon person is going to be Carbon Johnny.
That's it.
No, I don't really have the interest in that. I'll be honest. I mean, I like learning that, but I don't want.
I think you said that about FPV too.
He sure did.
I don't want to be. I don't want to be doing this right here. That's not me.
Well, I don't like doing that either.
Just get you a
So-
bind and fly. You're all right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
that's what you do.
Johnny Avada.
Just have Joe build you one. He's an expert now.
No, I wouldn't say that, but
My son-in-law,
Oh,
man, Mine's got a great drone he built, and he loves to do it. But I just like the Avata, or either we got a little inside scoop the other night on the Fly for Fun show from my friend up there in Canada. Says there's 2 Avatas light drones coming.
Right. Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
A Mini and an Avata too, right?
Yeah. That's what Lauren hinted at. I mean, pretty well. I mean, hint. He said it.
So Joe, didn't you put a GPS on that drone?
Yeah, and I was ripping the other day and it flew off. I don't know where it is.
I was going to ask you, why did you put GPS on it?
Wow.
Because I want to know how fast I'm going, but now that it ripped off and flew off into a field somewhere, I don't have it. So
I had GPS. I had GPS on my 7-inch drone, and it got in the props and got cut off, and and I've never put it back. And I don't even remember why it was on there. It came with it, because I don't build. I bind them.
I bind and fly.
I thought you built them, Scotty. I thought you built them.
I go fix them, but I don't build. I don't have time, John. It's just man, it does take some time.
I'm sure it does.
And skill. I mean, and look, I've already seen Joe work, and I know he's got that knack to make sure it's good and nice. And look, I'm a hey, I just want to stick it together and go.
Yeah,
that's kind of where
I don't care what it looks like. One wing could be hanging off, and I'm still flying.
The building's fun, but I mean, bind and fly is definitely in my future. Like, I'll build my Grinderino. I've got parts on the way, and I've got a frame already, but I'm certainly not against the bind and fly.
But I guarantee you've learned a lot by what you're doing right now.
100%.
And now, and in all honesty, now that you know what's going on, is it that difficult? It is in the very beginning, but it's not once you figure it out.
Nah, once you do it once, I mean, you kind of, and do a little bit of research, you kind of know where everything goes, and you get it
right.
Ray, where's Al at this morning, Ray?
He was in the chat earlier. Yeah.
Okay,
I don't know if he got up and flew. I didn't see him on Facebook, but yeah, he was in the chat.
Yeah.
He's probably lurking. He's being a lurker today.
So we can talk about him if he's not here.
Yeah.
Well, he said hi to me. He's up there.
Oh, well, shoot, I didn't.
You gotta watch that, Al. You never know.
Yeah, Al's
He's a good guy. Al is a good guy.
Enjoys flying, he does. Of course, as I think as we all do. But man, Al gets out there. He gets out there and flies a lot in the mornings. That's for sure.
He does. Yep.
They had a little mini meetup at the Boynton Beach Inlet the other morning.
Yeah.
There were 4 of them. Him and Ken Gottlieb and Ken Nida and a new guy. I don't know the guy. A guy named Han.
Ray.
So what's going on with that comment, Rodney Bell? We aren't live streaming today. What does that mean?
His church, I think.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
He usually goes help them set up or something. Ray, have you talked to the girl at the hotel? Or, are they out of rooms, fire price, or?
Well, somebody tried. I said, call, ask, give them the code, the secret code,
Yeah.
RAY, and they got it. They got the discount. So, yep. Yeah. They're still giving it out.
There you go.
Yeah.
So is Rodney in charge of that live stream? Because I've watched that church service a few times.
I don't know. I don't say I didn't think so, but yeah, I know sometimes he can't come on Sunday morning. But yeah, maybe he is then. Rodney's in. He's still in there. Let's see.
Yeah, I guess I could talk to him, couldn't I?
2 rooms a month ago, and I tried calling back. I could not get. Because somebody got him this week. I forgot who it was, Ray.
Yeah, and they said they had.
You know the old trick, Brad. Call, use a different name, and get the rate. Put it in your wife's name.
I did hear whoever did get
reservation.
Whoever did get it recently, they said they had to work really hard to get it too, though. So I can't remember who it was.
It wasn't Hot Rod, was it?
Rob, come on.
I think it may have been.
You just got it this week.
I think Rob. Yeah, Rob Kamada. Yeah.
Brad, just tell him the captain sent you, and you'll get you'll pay less than anybody else. Just say the captain sent me.
Mm-hmm.
That's the key.
Well, I know it wasn't Rob, whoever I was thinking about.
Well,
So.
Rob Camada, you know, they just giving the New Yorkers a hard time, is what we told that girl. You know, just
The Mark Fisher got it 3 weeks ago. So
Maybe
I
it
don't
was
know what
Mark.
happened,
It
Brad.
might have been Mark.
Jim's Droney, welcome in. Yeah, but Brad said he's already got 2 rooms. Yeah, it's gonna be I tell you what, man, it's gonna be an incredible event. I mean,
oh, maybe you wanted 2 rooms. That's why, Brad.
Don't be greedy, Brad.
Brad, why does Brad need 2? I mean, was he getting it for somebody or?
I can't talk about the cold anymore because Jim's droning will give me a hard time. He tells me to toughen up. So
Brad, don't cancel him until you get the rate. If you get the rate,
Right. You might be out of luck.
Yeah, but that hotel, you know, man, you know,
we could buy out the whole hotel if they would let us.
they treat us
seeing
good there.
prices,
They do.
some of the prices across the U.S. I mean, even anywhere now you go, man, that prices are great, you know.
Mm-hmm. And it's close to the meetup spot too, which is nice.
I can't believe they kept the same rate for 3 years now. That's fantastic.
Ray only gets 40% commission, y'all. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I wanted 50, but they would only give me 40.
No, they do it, man. Look, they really enjoy us. You know, I tell you what, listen, if you have somebody back 3 times, I mean, that means they really do love you, because it'd be easy for them to say, hey, you know, we can't give them room and bump the price up a little bit to maybe kind of, you know, but there's no reason, of course, all us guys, I mean, you know, listen, we kind of take over things, but man, everybody loves it. All the people that work there love the drones, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a blast. I mean, everybody knows
Lee
there
Beaton was in there flying down the halls and shit last year.
Got a
The
celebrity.
only
in
people
the
that
chat.
might not be having a blast are the other guests. I don't know.
Well, hey, they'll just have to come back another time.
And most everyone behaved themselves except for Scott.
Yeah.
But you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I'm standing right here.
We'll have to keep an eye on the Mark Fisher, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Well, we definitely take over the lobby.
No,
Yeah.
it's a fun
And the
time.
breakfast is pretty good too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, hey, you know, guys, think about who's coming. We got 2 people from Canada. We got 2 people coming from where's Steve?
My people from Canada now. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Lauren, a lot of
Lauren
people in
and
the
Ronnie.
chat don't know. Lauren made his announcement. He is coming. Lauren
Yep.
Dunauer. And I couldn't name his partner there, Lonnie Brown, because if I named Lonnie Brown, you'd know Lauren was coming. So,
Right.
yeah, they're coming too. 5 from Canada.
But you guys, Steve and him coming, man. So it's gonna be, you know, that's it's an international event, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
it really is.
Yeah, Ronnie got two nights, the 5th and the 6th. Good.
Brad says he's gonna be there Friday, Saturday, and probably part of Sunday. We need to start heading back to Virginia Sunday to be home Monday. Let's see, January 40, take yeah, everybody says keep the cold weather up there. But hey guys, you know what? It's that time of year. Even here we do get some cold weather. But hey, pretty soon we'll all be griping about the heat. It's not that far away, you know. Let's see.
Is Jim's droning coming?
No,
He's Canadian.
Jim, you're not on the list, Jim. If you're coming, let me know. I'll put you on the list right now.
Well, Warren, he's going to be the highlight of the whole show.
No kidding.
Yeah, I know. I'm telling you.
The problem is we won't know if he's there or not.
He'll show up and say somebody else, and we won't
Warren
even know
is
it's
number
him.
74. Warren's number 74. I got his last name is Warren Akirasho.
I've already told him to come incognito as George.
Yeah.
So if you meet a George, you know who it is.
He'll have that fake nose and those glasses on, and that's how we'll know it's him. Can't fool us.
He'll be like Mark Fisher. It won't have any lenses in him.
I remember that.
Ray, what about the Army guys? You never hadn't talked to them again? I mean,
No, that one contact I had, he retired,
I
And
got you.
last year I reached out to them again, and
Yeah.
they say they usually do big functions.
Right.
Thousands of people,
Yeah.
not hundreds.
Well, we didn't look like we were the recruiting age either.
Yeah, I think that's what
No, yeah, exactly.
Are you saying we're
we'll
old?
find out. I was going to re-enlist.
Huh. Let's say good morning, Jim Drone. No, Jim says no, he's not coming. Yeah, so it's gonna be fun though. It always is. It's an incredible.
Well, they have a booth. The Army has a booth at the South Florida Fair, so I'm going to definitely stop and invite them again tomorrow.
Yeah. Ray, how long is that fair? Is that a week like thing or just
2.5 weeks? A little over 2 weeks,
Oh,
I should
Wow.
say. Yeah.
Wow.
don't bring Photo Leo there. He'd be flying at FPV through the Ferris wheel. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I will not make South Florida this year. Doesn't look like it.
You're not
Are you not
coming?
coming?
No. Oh,
Yeah, it's my
man.
daughter's birthday weekend. Yeah, my
Oh, it
daughter's
is?
birthday weekend.
Oh.
So we're gonna do something special that weekend, and I'm
Take
gonna
you
do
to
the
Disney
husband and
World.
father thing.
Stop by.
Yeah,
Are you going to Vegas, Joe?
I sure hope so.
Well, good.
That'd be
John,
nice.
John, are you thinking about going to Vegas? Or?
Yeah. I'm thinking. I mean, it looks like from what they were showing too, that resort that they were talking about, that looks pretty nice, and some great places to fly too. I think.
I got
Yeah.
some family in Henderson, so that might work out well.
Huh?
Yeah.
So where did they divulge the details? Was that on the Old
I don't
Farts?
know. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know if
they've
they've
been-
got anything nailed down yet, but they were
No
looking
hotel.
at this
You
one.
said you
resort.
saw
Yeah.
something. Where did you see that?
Well, they were looking at a resort. They haven't got it firmed up yet. They just gave the name of it, and I think I just went online and checked it out.
It's the
Green
Green
Valley.
Green Valley. Yeah.
Yeah.
Valley.
So Lon says he's going to be there.
Yeah, Lon said he talked to Billy and we're going. It's
Are
the
you,
Green.
are you going to both, Lon? Are you going to Florida and Las Vegas? Probably.
I've never been to Vegas before.
You've never been to Vegas?
No, that's one of the places I've never been to. I
I've
wouldn't
been
mind
4
going.
times, and the last time I was 14 years old. I've been
Really?
4 times. Last time was 31 years ago.
Wow.
Hey,
Well, you need to be careful if you go this time.
Yeah, I know, right?
Scott, they got a gondola there too. Yeah, I'm just saying in Vegas.
All right, Lon is coming. All right, Lon
Sweet.
and Billy are coming. And Ken too, Lon.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, hopefully Ken will come.
We're coming to Florida too. He said. I guess Lon is talking about.
I think he's talking about both.
South Florida.
I think he's talking about. I thought he talking about Vegas too. Maybe
Yeah, I think he's coming to
Yeah,
both.
Vegas too. Yeah.
I'd be surprised if he didn't.
I think Ken. I think there's something though right before that or right after, like a week or so. So I thought that somebody. Okay, maybe Ken. Yeah.
I think Lon is part owner of a airline that flies out of Grand Rapids to Vegas too. So I'll have to check with him, see if I can get a
Nice.
discounted
Well,
rate.
Well, all I can tell Ronnie is tell his I think it was his brother-in-law, tell him be glad he didn't come in August to Disney World because they'd be melting for sure.
We did that one year.
Yeah,
Never
it's
again.
brutal. It's even brutal for us.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was terrible.
Standing in those long lines and geez.
Pass.
You got to learn how to do the fast pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And the other
Yeah.
trick is everybody's going to go to the right or the left. Don't go to the right or the left. Go to the back of the park. There's nobody back there, and then start going around that way, and you'll get to hit all the main areas. Go hit the big ones too first,
Yeah.
and then go hit all these smaller ones that don't matter as much. But I mean, they do. But like it's a small world.
Oh jeez.
What? I love it. It's a small world.
Oh man.
Well, we always had to do it because we had small children. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over and over again.
Pirates of the
I mean, you
Caribbean.
get off and get back on. Oh, I remember that. That was
That's the way.
I don't know. Are they still doing the fast pass? Because boy, we had that down to a science, and we literally went through the whole park like it was nothing. And you're walking. It's so great to walk past all that long line and go all the way to the front and jump
Yeah.
on and get right back off. And literally, we were crisscrossing that too because you could only do it so many minutes, and we would send somebody that way to go get the fast pass over there, and somebody over here to get the fast pass there, and that way we could keep going around, and we didn't have a problem.
That's the trick. Yep.
Of course, I don't feel like going anytime soon. I mean, it's I guess when the grandkids get old enough to go, we'll go again. But
Yeah. Yep. It's
This was
fun
back
to
in
see
the early
kids.
'80s. My son tried to smuggle one of those Pirates of the Caribbean guns on. Well, he didn't smuggle it. He was bringing it back, and they got him in TSA. We had to go put it in our checked luggage. Yeah.
Oh.
they got me with a pocket knife one time.
They got you for a pocket knife.
Yeah. I mean, I just forgot I had it. I didn't.
Right.
I've done that a dozen times probably.
Be right back, guys. I gotta grab.
All right.
Johnny
But I tell
spelled
ya.
cold. Johnny spelled cold wrong. He's got cold weather go away. COLE.
Cold weather. That's how they spell it down in Louisiana.
That's how I spell it, Scotty. Don't be no extra.
I just noticed that.
Louisiana spelling.
Look, I got a Mayo, Florida English. That's where I got trained to speak English, so I can't say anything.
Anyway,
Yeah, Brad, they got a Leatherman from Brad.
I heard that joke.
Bummer.
So anybody
I
gonna
didn't
go
know
flying
what to do.
today?
Nope,
No.
not me.
I'm overscheduled today.
I may bring the drone. My Air 2S out on the boat with me when I go
Well, how cold
may
is it
fly
down
over.
there?
over by Painted Island. It's going to be in the mid 60s. Yeah, today.
So we're not getting out of. I think we're not getting out of the 40s today.
Yep.
It's supposed to warm up after that one. Several days. I'm reading what East Coast says there. He says Disney has so many blackouts, even for the pass holders now. SeaWorld much more affordable.
yes, yeah, he's right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to have a friend of mine that worked for SeaWorld, and I got to go down there and sort of be behind the scenes. And we were there when Augie, the Bushes used to own the park at that time. And Augie showed up on his helicopter, and he's in the latrine going to the bathroom, and the guy that was supposed to be taking care of that did not treat Augie right. He kind of paid for it too.
Yeah, I bet he did.
So
Yikes.
38 up in Richmond. Wow. Yeah. Minus 10 up in Canada with Jim.
I heard that,
Jim
Scotty.
Droney.
did you?
I heard that. That's okay.
You
Hey,
still
look,
didn't fix it.
my granddaughter got her NIL deal. Look, got her name on her jersey.
All right.
Very nice. Very nice.
How about that?
Nice.
Yeah. Worth millions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Joe, how far back do you have your camera on that drone? I notice you see the protection and the props quite a bit. I used to put mine as close as I can, but still keep the protection from.
I've got it pulled off the standoffs right now, but I mean it's right there.
Oh, I guess you're seeing the green. I guess it's still the props.
What you're seeing
You're seeing
is
the arms, right?
no, what you're seeing is this, and I've trimmed it down.
Okay,
It's right here. I trimmed it down a little bit to be a little bit less noticeable. So
I
I
got you.
just did that last night, so I haven't.
And what's that for? The GoPro or something?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that'll go. That will hopefully hide it a little bit, but the higher the camera angle too, the more likely.
Yeah,
you're
it
gonna
doesn't
see
bother me. I just know.
Yeah.
you know, you get all this stuff is in the back of your head. You know, so many people can't stand vertical video. So many
Right.
people can't stand props in the video. And I'm like, none of that bothers me, but I always
Yeah.
think about that when, because so many other people have said something about it.
Right.
You don't
Lon
like
wants you to post a link.
vertical video, Scott? I did
Say
that
it
on-
again.
You don't like
Oh,
vertical?
yeah. Yeah, I guess you were the last person I was harassing about that, right?
I hear you. I had to mess with you. That's okay.
Well, that's all I was doing was messing with you. So
I know. Hey, Scott, you got one of our coaches here from Hammond. I mean, he went to Florida, not Florida State. He's at one of the defensive coordinator at Florida. Of course, that might not be
I'm gonna tell you what.
might not be a good decision right now. Huh?
I'm telling you, Florida needs some help, man. This portal thing, I'll be honest. I mean, look, I don't know what I think about it. I know from a fan standpoint, it is really, really difficult to watch college football now because you have no idea who your football players are.
No,
Yeah.
you're right.
So, and you think you got a good team, and then all of a sudden you watch your good guys leave, and it's like, holy cow.
Yeah, even here at the level that we're at, Southeastern. I mean, we had a kind of crappy year. I think we won 5 games, but what I would say, a few of the players transferred out. Although one of the quarterbacks from another good team transferred in, so you can't figure it out. You know, you don't really know. You know how you're gonna build a team as coaches. You know.
What was Dusty saying about that? I need to read chats, I guess, a little bit more.
What's
So
that?
It doesn't
can
matter.
With the props upside down.
I can fly. Welcome in, John Flynn. So you gonna do some sometime today or anytime?
Yeah, busy day today, Johnny. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe later tonight.
Doing a week, maybe we can make a room and get in there.
Yeah, maybe.
Johnny, you're killing it,
maybe
man.
this evening.
Me and
So
Johnny
John,
were there the other day, man. He's doing great. Doing real
John,
good.
when are you getting your carbon?
I have to learn how to fly my Avata first.
Learn on
You're
that thing. It's
You're
durable.
flying in the Sims, aren't you? I hear you
Yeah.
doing pretty good.
You did? Who you been talking to?
Somebody
You
else in
come
the
on
back
and-
room, Johnny.
Come on.
I heard
and,
you were flying like a Detroit lion.
Well, I was. Hey,
What that mean? Breaking kneecaps or what?
yeah, biting kneecaps.
Biting kneecaps?
Yeah. Good morning, Lon.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
Man.
Good morning.
Hey, well,
I'm
Lon,
Morning.
You can make it. I mean, golly, what does it take you to get ready?
Well,
A lot of
Well,
makeup. A lot of makeup.
I work a lot of hours, unlike all you lazy bastards, and minus Joe probably, and
What?
thanks, sir. Thanks, sir.
yeah, Sunday's my day off, so I don't crawl out of bed until 9 o'clock.
Oh
You know
my
what I mean?
I was
I
up at 3
know.
a.m. this morning, but that's when I usually start my day.
3 a.m.
Yeah, well,
I don't know
Yeah.
about all
I get more done. From 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. is when I get all my work done, and then it changes jobs basically. So
When do you go swimming in the canal, though, Scott?
yeah,
At 3? It's not crowded at 3.
That's right, exactly.
yeah.
You guys do
So,
know that
yeah.
Lon knows Frank Wang, right? He gets all the inside scoop.
Yeah.
He's
Hey,
got a
that's,
direct line to Frank.
You're coming to South Florida, right? Or was you talking
Right.
about?
Yeah, we're coming. Me and Billy are coming to South Florida, and we're going to Las Vegas as well.
Okay, gotcha.
Nice.
Yeah, I just talked
Good,
to
good.
him last night or night before or something like that.
Yeah.
So
Number
What
103
about-
and 104.
What about Ken? Is he coming to South Florida? Or
I
you
don't know. You know, Ken is
Busy guy.
capricious.
He'll probably be
Capricious.
doing the Pilot Institute thing again, right? Pilot Institute with Sun and Fun.
Yeah, I wonder if that's close. Is that the same rate?
Oh,
It
that's
is.
right.
It's right around the same time. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, maybe, but he could do both if he wanted to. He's just capricious, you know. One time you talk to him and it's like, fuck that shit, or whatever. And then the next time you talk to him and it's like, oh yeah, I'm going. So
Yeah.
you gotta wait till the day before, really, because last year he wasn't coming. He wasn't coming up
Right.
until the day he showed up, basically.
Yeah.
And then the year before that, I had hotel reservations with him, and then he last minute decided not to come. That's why I didn't show up the year
Well,
before
Lon, we're
that, because
glad
he
you
changed
and
his
Billy
mind.
are coming.
Yeah,
I was
Billy.
glad to meet you
Not
both
that
last
Billy's
year.
more
I'm not going to make
reliable.
it this year.
Oh, really? That's too bad.
I'm a phone, so
Billy,
I'm upset about it.
yeah,
But I'm
Billy's
glad to meet y'all
not.
last year, for sure.
Yeah, Billy's not necessarily more reliable, but he's less capricious.
Capricious.
Well,
I
hey,
like that
you know,
word.
Well, I know those
Yeah.
guys are busy. I mean, they work and understand that, but hey, you know, it's you do know the date, and hey,
Yeah, they're not too busy. The bottom line is that you can make the time, especially when you work for yourself, man. I've worked for myself before.
yeah,
You know, you determine your schedule.
Schedule
You know,
is
client
yours.
calls you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
yeah,
you get ahead of it.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
say
but-
to a client,
But working for yourself also means you work all the time a lot of times too.
oh yeah,
True.
I know. But you can take off the time that you want to take off.
That's true. I mean, I've been on a live stream when I shouldn't be. So
yeah.
actually, I had a client show up at the door the other day and I was on a live stream.
Well, you know, it's so many. I mean, it's so many. I don't say so many, but it's a few meetups now this time. You know, so it's a little different than it was, I guess. You know,
Hey, woo!
that's
Excuse me.
God
Thank you.
bless.
I was reaching for the mute button. I didn't make it. I was like, oh shit.
the line. How cold is it? Where I mean, what's the temperature?
It's supposed to hit 22 today. Whee! You know, the veritable heat wave. Last week it was pretty dang cold.
How far?
Yeah.
How far are you away from John? Well, John, how far are you?
I don't know. I
away
don't know where
from
John
Lon?
is. So.
About 50 miles. I'm down by Kalamazoo, just south of Kalamazoo.
Oh yeah,
About
yeah.
50
he's
miles.
About 50 miles or so.
Yeah. Yeah. We got to fly together someday, Lon.
Yeah.
Whatever warms up.
Yeah, if it over warms up. I'm surprised I made it, because the other problem was, because I get up, you know, do the triple S, you know, take a crap, shower, shave, right? And then I come downstairs. I'm like, all right, let me get on their live stream. Well, apparently I had an update last night on my computer, right? Because I normally leave my computer on, you know, or in sleep mode, but it was dead off. And I'm like, oh, man. So I had to turn everything on and wait for it to boot up. I'm surprised it did as well as it did, though. I'm still getting some buffering every so often, because everything isn't 100% yet.
yeah.
But I'm waiting for it to crash, but it seems to be doing all right.
You should get an Apple computer, Lon. Quit messing
Yeah.
around with
As soon
those.
as I start liking boys, I'll get an Apple. You'll know. I won't even have to come out of the closet. You'll see me with an iPhone and I'll be on a MacBook. You know, there'll be no questions. I won't have to introduce you to my boyfriend Bob or whatever. You know, Blaine. Yeah,
Oh,
my boyfriend's name
man.
will be Blaine or something like that. I won't have to know
Start
none of
liking
that.
boys.
I'll tell it like it is.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Oh,
Lon,
shit.
so DJI is coming out with possibly 2 Avata type drones. Have you heard anything?
Yeah, I keep hearing that, but nobody's got anything in hand yet. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh
So
no.
it's a thing. You know, I know what I want them to do, and I know what everybody wants them to do. They want them to come out with a more powerful Avata with
Mhm.
removable prop guards. You know, with easily removable prop guards, like 4 screws. There goes the prop guards, or you know, or snap on or snap in, you know, pieces or
Right.
whatever. But
Right.
you want it to be tough, you know. So for my money, I would go with a couple screws per arm. You know what I mean? Because I want it to be tough as the Avata still.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But just faster, more agile.
Mhm.
The Avata, I haven't flown my Avata in so long. I don't even know where it is right this minute. You know, I hate that damn drone. I know a lot of you guys love that thing. I hate that thing. You know,
Why
it's
do you
like,
hate it? Why
ugh.
don't you like it?
Well, because the cinematic cruising I can do with my dang Mavic 3, right? Just as well, if not
Okay.
better. I'm gonna get better footage. I got, as far as I'm
Better
concerned, I
camera.
got better control. You know, I could throw my Mavic 3 in FPV mode if I want the tilted horizons and stuff. You know, I can throw it in FPV mode and fly around with vision assist. You get some great shots like that.
I just think,
You know what
Lon,
I
it
mean?
brought people into that probably would never have gotten into the the hobby. I think that was the biggest thing, you know, about
Right.
it. mean,
Oh no, it's great. I just don't like it, and I can't stand. I don't like goggles either. I'm not a big fan of being isolated.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no.
I don't like that
Like
feeling of
to
isolation.
Like to see who's coming up behind you, you know?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Yep,
they
I'm
might
the
have
same
my
way.
number with the new goggles. The new goggles have cameras on the outside, and if you can flip back and forth, because I half the time I fly a FPV drone, I spend half the battery flying back to myself because I heard a noise.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be flying. What's that?
Yeah.
Fly it back to me. I've caught people. I don't know if you were on stream when I was on stream before, but I've caught people coming up to me and standing in front of me. A couple. I wasn't too far from a bar apparently, and like 3 girls and some girl walked up to me. She's standing in front of me doing one of these, and then she like tapped my nose. She
I
reached up-
remember seeing a video like that.
yeah, and she reached up and tapped my nose, and I'm like,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, girl, you need to be somewhere else, right?
Yeah.
You know, and I wasn't that nice about it, and because I seen her, I flew my drone back, and I'm hovering like 100 feet away, looking at her.
She was hitting on you,
And,
Rob.
Whatever, dude. I'm 6'3",
She was right in
like
your
200
face, basically, standing right there in your face, looking
she was
at you.
just far away
Yeah.
from me. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm like
More
6'3"
official,
and
well,
270 pounds. How would? And she's some little white girl. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, man, you must be out of your mind. If I'd have touched her, though, the police would have been called.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You definitely got to be, you know, like I said, I was flying a couple weeks ago and a little kid, I mean, I saw him pull up in a car, but next thing I knew, when I take my goggles off, a little dude like 5 years old was like standing right next to me. And when I landed the drone, I didn't even see him because the grass is thick. And I mean, he wasn't, but he started telling me about, you know, the drone he got for Christmas. And it's like, ooh, love, and I took my goggles off, but he was like right there.
Yeah. Surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Joe,
What you need to do is get a bag of potato chips and put around you. That way you hear somebody walk up on you.
Potato chip.
Joe just opened the hangar doors. He might be fixing to fly.
Yeah. He's getting ready.
Yeah.
Joe,
Yeah. So, oh, go ahead.
oh, he's token. He's token.
So you've been flying much, Lon? It's too cold, right?
Nope. Well, I've been working a lot too. This is our busy time of the year. I've had upwards of 130, 140 hours every 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I mean,
You're making big bucks. You're making
so-
a big buck.
Oh yeah. You know, I just did my taxes last night. You know, for this area, I do pretty well. I do like 120 I do about 120 a year.
So
For this area, it's really good.
Lion's buying lunch at the South Florida Drone Meetup.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No kidding.
I'll buy you lunch. Let's head to the ramen house or whatever.
Ramen noodles.
Get them and go. Get them
Yeah.
and go. I'll bring a little microwave with me, and I'll stop at Walmart and buy a little microwave and a bunch of packs of ramen.
Oh my
to make you
God.
lunch, buddy.
We got Mark Fisher in the house.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, I seen M Drone.
Hey, Mark.
Yo,
Let's see. What's up?
forget about it.
Oh, my God.
He must have heard you were in the stream, Lon. Mark must have heard.
Yeah. I almost messaged Billy, but I'm pretty sure he goes to church on Sundays in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Frank. How you doing, Frank?
Lon, I know you're gonna be on the show in a couple weeks. Well, Valentine's Day. Actually, you're gonna be my sweetheart for Valentine's. You know.
Aw.
Yeah.
Hey,
He hasn't
I
stopped.
better go
talking
out and buy an
about it.
iPhone real quick.
And he'll be
I better
flying
go
in
out and buy an
Nevada.
iPhone.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
gonna be
Gonna be
flying in
jealous.
Nevada.
We're gonna paint this.
He'll be streaming from his iPhone.
We're gonna paint
Yeah,
that
I'm gonna have to go buy an iPhone.
Lon, did
Mac's gonna be jealous.
I released too many drones last year? I mean, what's your opinion?
No.
No.
I think when people it's across the electronics and the tech industry, there's two kinds of people. It seems like there's very little room in the middle. People that want companies to release everything, like Samsung, for example, has like 10 phones they release every year. You know what I mean? Different levels, or Apple releases 3 or 4 iPhones, or they come up with the iPhone SE or whatever they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And DJI comes up with several drones. So there's people that it's never enough, and then there's the people that 2 drones is too much. You know what I mean? Now, I don't understand that. Just buy what you want and fly it. What do you care?
That's the
I don't
biggest-
understand why people get so upset about the silliest crap.
Well,
It's
Lon,
pick your battles.
as an older guy, I do get tired of going to the grocery store, and I used to only buy 1, 2, or 3 items or choices. Now I go, there's like 15 choices, and it's like, that's too many.
Yeah, but if there's 15 types of macaroni and cheese and you've been eating Kraft for 10 years and you like it, just keep buying Kraft.
No, but here's what
in your damn arm.
here's what happens. I went to the store the other day to get some Gatorade, and oh, here's some lime green stuff. I'm gonna get it because it might be apple flavor, which is a new flavor. Guess what it was? It was cucumber. That stuff was awful.
Well, maybe you should take some.
But there were so many green colors, I picked the wrong one.
You gotta read them labels, Scott. You gotta read the label there.
That's
Yeah, read the
that's the
label.
problem.
He's going
You have
back
to
to the
read the
vegetarian.
labels now.
I get it.
Ron,
You know-
Ron, what's your favorite drone? What's your favorite drone?
Mavic 3. It's not in
There you
question.
go. I knew you were going to say that.
I don't understand. You know, the point. I've never understood the point in if you have a Mavic 3 in the United States. Now I get it. Other countries is different.
Right.
If you have a Mavic 3, you know, yeah, okay. The Air 3 is 20 grams lighter, 100 grams lighter. This that. It's like, really? You know, so I don't get it. I still throw mine in a case anyway. So maybe I'm different than most people. I throw mine in a hard case. All my hard cases are exactly the same size, by the way, because I buy them from GPC, and they're all exactly the same size. So I'm gaining nothing by flying a Mini versus Air 3 versus the Mavic 3. I got to carry around the same size case.
I keep my Mavic 3 in my backpack, my Mavic 3 and my Mini 3 Pro in my backpack.
Yeah. I just don't see the point in it. And then the people that say, well, I can't afford a Mavic 3, but they'll buy 7 drones that year, like Johnny. They'll spend $3,000. They'll spend
$2,900. That's too
$5,000.
much. But I'll take the Air 3 and I'll go ahead and build the Nazgul.
The
Give me the
Mavic
Mini.
Pro, the Mavic 4 Pro.
Right, yeah.
I mean, the Mini Pro.
I need the
the Air 3.
Mini 4.
all
Get
12
that.
panels,
V-copter.
and the
V-copter.
V-copter. Yeah.
Another V-copter.
V-copter
One
Pro
wasn't
Plus.
enough.
Hey,
You know?
V-copter is cool.
Yeah, no, I'm not,
Hey,
and that's
Lon,
to each
Lon,
their
do
own.
you
There's
do
some ways
any
to go.
entertaining? Lon, do you play guitar or anything?
No, I used to try to play guitar, but I got this when I was woo.
Yeah.
So
right.
I was
remember
left-handed. You know, I was born left-handed, and I got these 2 fingers are lopped off and sewed back on. So my manual dexterity isn't what it used to be.
that. All right. I guess we can't ask you to play for us then.
No.
No, we
No,
do
I
have
used to
live
sing, though.
entertainment lined up. Dennis
what I
can't
heard.
make it, but we got 2 other people gonna entertain us, John and Maureen from the Breakaway. So it should be fun.
That's cool. Man, that Dennis is such a nice guy, but I can only handle so much ukulele anyway. So
I love the ukulele.
it's all you, baby. It's all you, baby. You go, boy.
It'll be a fun time. I mean, we got a big. I mean, we talk about every year that we're leaving there, man. Is this thing gonna get a little smaller? Will it be? But I think, man, we've grown every year. It's gonna be incredible.
I was thinking of asking Mark Fisher to do a little tap dancing for us.
I think he could put on his. He used to be a Michael Jackson impersonator.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Do some moonwalking.
I could put that loudspeaker on the Air 3 and yell at him.
Oh, he's gonna bring his spoon. Mark's gonna bring his spoon.
Right?
Bring a wash
Captain-
tub.
Captain Ray's gonna play his harmonica. I hope. Right?
Yeah,
I can
and I
hum.
keep my harmonica in my bag too.
All right.
What's that thing where they go bang, bang, bang? That thing.
Oh, yeah, that-
they flicker.
The harp. Yeah.
Room for the pictures made? Or have you? Have you? Are y'all staying at the same hotel?
I don't know. Bill, I
Yeah.
let Billy make the hotel reservations.
Gotcha.
We're meeting in Detroit next month too, and he's making some reservations or something. I just go. He just calls me and goes, "Hey, we're going to Detroit." I go, "All right."
Okay, I'll be there.
Yeah, and he goes, "Well, we're going to Florida." I go, "Okay." because me and Billy are planners. You know what I mean? We like to plan stuff way in advance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the goal. Like I said, if you have your own business, if you make your plans 3-4 months in advance, you can steer all your business around it.
Lon,
You know,
did,
your
Billy
clients
go,
call. Yeah.
did Billy go to CES? Was he at CES? Okay.
No, he skipped CES if I'm not mistaken.
That's
And
what I
Ken went. Ken went on a date with his wife during CES. You know what I'm saying? He took his wife on a date basically.
Well,
He
there
went
really
to
wasn't
he
too
went to
much
CES as
drone
a
stuff
side
there,
trip.
right?
Now very little.
Not too much
I thought
drone
there was
stuff,
an
yeah.
any, but there was a little apparently.
Yeah. That's what I know. Aldrin. Somebody asked Aldrin. I mean, I think he said it was very, very little. Drones.
Yeah.
That drone, the drone soccer thing. I saw that. And
Bob Dempsey, man. Oof. What a fail on that drone soccer thing. I thought I was gonna pass out laughing. I was like, really, dude? Well, hey Max, how's it going?
Max,
Speaking of iPhones.
Hey, Max. Oh,
So, Lon, when you're on with Johnny, will you be on your Mac?
Well, I'm gonna have to be if I'm gonna be Johnny's sweetheart.
he's got the red Mac.
Yeah, I have the pink neck.
the pink one. Ooh.
Anodized pink.
We'll let Art give away a box of toffee that night.
Yeah. All right,
Hey,
toffee.
Ray, is Art coming to the South Florida Drone Meetup, or he's not?
No, he hasn't given a commitment yet. No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
He said something about it. He might.
Jim and Jordy are driving down, so that's gonna be a nice.
Wow, that's a long haul.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think he said 27 hours or something like that.
27 hours. Okay. Yeah.
No.
That's a
It's
hell
so
of
funny. Like, Sunday's my only day off, but I'll try to make it to your little stream there, Johnny, on Sundays. I always wake up like I said, I wake up at 9 on my own, and then I get up and shower and all that. And then I donate plasma on Sundays too. And then I donate the money to leukemia.
Oh, wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just something, I was looking for a way to give back to the community that didn't require a lot of hours, because I work a lot.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because I used to volunteer and stuff like that too, but that's just very time consuming and it's hard to keep that kind of schedule. You know what I mean?
That's very noble.
I
Lon. I didn't know that
donated
about you.
plasma.
That's very cool.
I donated plasma once. I almost passed out while I was doing it.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
But
Not
now it's
everybody
just
can
blood,
do it.
just blood. Yeah.
But it's cool. It allows me to do that. It's easy. I just sit there. You just sit there while the machine processes it. And then you get like $50 or whatever. And I just donate it to Leukemia Foundation. So
That's
And
cool.
you do that-
Good
you
for
can
you,
do that-
Lon.
Very good.
You do it every Sunday?
I try to go one day during the week and then Sunday.
Okay.
Wow.
Because if you go twice a week, then you get more money or whatever, and then I can donate more money. But I can't always do it, unfortunately. So
With your
it
schedule.
puts me down to like $40 or $50 a week. But still, I try to keep it at least $200 a month.
That's
'Cause
awesome.
even, well,
That's a lot. I
everyone
give
should
you a
do
lot
their
of credit.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone should do their part,
applaud you.
if you can. You know what I mean? And I guess plasma saves lives because it's one of the treatments. It all started, my cousin was dying of leukemia. That's the bottom line. So
okay.
when I went to go visit her, the nurse was in there talking about how they were having the shortage of plasma and stuff like that, and basically recruited everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pulling at your heartstrings.
Mhm.
And so we all started doing it while she was in the hospital because our whole family has AB negative blood. So we're all like, I'm like, fine. So we were donating, and it just seemed like it's easy. The thing is, it's super duper easy.
They
You know
That's
what I mean?
red blood, right? That's a red blood type.
AB, yeah.
Yeah.
AB
just
negative.
built
Yeah.
a big plasma center right. I can almost see it from my house. I mean, this thing is huge. I guess. But they do all kind of stuff too.
Right.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah, mine's right down the street for me, so it makes it pretty easy, and their hours are reasonably flexible. So it just was. It was something I could do. But quite frankly, because of the hours I work,
Right.
it was hard to find something else that I could do consistently. I'm a weird person. I want to be on a schedule all the time. You know what I mean?
Nobody ever
You
said
know,
about you being weird.
Yeah, I know. I'm a very.
I like
I'm a very
schedules.
I'm structured. I don't know if it's from being in the military, my father being in the military, but I'm a very structured person. I want
With that,
this. I
nothing
do
wrong-
this at this time, that at that time. I want everything to kind of fall in line.
I'm just
You like order.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
nothing wrong with being organized. That's for sure.
Yeah. So
John,
yeah, I don't know about the two Avadas though. That's the rumor, and I don't know about that one. That sounds far fetched to me.
Yeah,
But-
well,
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is. I think it would be a upgrade on a potato, and then an upgrade or some kind of Avada. I mean, they're saying two Avada. I mean, I think it's just two kind of FPV, but who knows?
Right. Well, I think it's going to be a hybrid. I'm hoping for a hybrid, like I was saying. I'm hoping for a hybrid. Like I said, you
With the
can have the
removable.
prop guards on, fly it around, and then you can remove the prop guards and fly it around more FPV style.
Yeah, I think the biggest
Because
thing it had to be. I think it had to be durable. That's the biggest thing.
Right.
Yeah.
You better have some props, spare props to put on if you're going to take the guards off.
Yeah.
It depends on where you're flying. You know what I mean? If you're flying a bando or you're flying in the woods or something like that, you leave the prop guards on, right?
Right.
And then if you're flying freestyle on the open air or whatnot, then you can take the prop guards off. Like the Parrot AR drone from way back in the day. If you remember that thing, it had it came with two bodies, and you put the one body on it that had the prop guards on it, and then you took that body off and you put the other prop guard on, the other body on that didn't have the prop guards.
Yeah.
You
Now,
know what I'm
Lon,
talking about? Or no?
Do you fly manual when you fly the Avata?
No, because for my money, the Avata flies like garbage in manual.
No. Okay.
To each their own.
It flies like in manual, really?
I don't like it in manual.
I've never
don't like
flown
it. You
one.
try to do a flip,
but I
you
do
try to
know
do
the
a flip.
POS. I know the POS when I flip it into manual. I love it because it frees it up.
Right.
But it's still like flying a bus, though.
I heard where you're going with that, Lon. Like when you go to flip it or roll it, yeah, that's not the best.
Yeah, man. The prop wash is severe, man. And it'll drop.
You're right. You're right about that. But if you fly, it's not meant to do that, right? I mean, we all know that. So, but if you fly it around, close proximity, gaps and all that, man, it handles so well, in my opinion.
Here you go, Lon. Ronnie said he'll buy you a bottle from you.
But yeah,
So Joe, could I fly that thing that you're building right there? I mean, is it easier to fly it in Nevada, or is it? I mean,
it's more power. I mean, it's the same controls.
It's just a whole lot faster.
A whole lot faster, a lot more power.
More nimble.
A lot more nimble. Yeah. I mean, when you go like into a power loop, I mean, you ain't gonna do a power loop in a Nevada. Sure you can, but I don't know how well that's gonna work out. But
not me.
yeah, but it's just there's so much power and it's floaty. Mine's heavy, like
You can turn on a dime.
Yeah, you can turn on a dime for sure.
Joe, how many minutes you got out the battery? I mean, what was your flight?
Holy shit, 3.5. I mean, it's chilly here, but
Wow.
like
Max, the carbon fiber hater, is saying less flight time.
yeah, for sure, definitely less flight time. And I'm not probably bringing the battery down to where it's still safe to bring it. I'm bringing it in, I think, a little early, but yeah, it ain't. I mean, I flew 5 packs in this yesterday in the Demibot, and then I flew 3 in the potato, and it was like, I mean, potato is 7-8 minutes. I'm getting it was like 2 packs in the Demibot, and then when I finished the 3 packs in the potato, I flew an 11-minute pack in the Avada. I was like, holy shit, that was like 3 packs. So did you do any
4S with that?
No, I didn't I don't have any 4S. I did buy some 4S, but I gave them to Will, the guy that helped me build. I gave it to him. He flies 4S. So I was like, here, man, take them.
Yep.
Least I can do.
Max says high quality plastic carbon sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Thank you
pros and
again, Max.
cons.
For the,
DJI,
tech
Max?
guy.
Yeah, like DJI.
Yeah, he's gonna have to make a new sticker. Carbon sucks.
Yeah, it's fun. Nevada, I think it did bring a lot of people into the DJI FPV, but of course that thing, it can't take the beating Nevada can. That's for sure.
Right.
That's very
Brad
true.
also,
Yeah, exactly.
what's Brad saying? Okay, Prem, a chili walk 2 pair there. told to go walk. You had to walk at the mall, Brad, or something.
Stay warm, stay puff, man.
Buy a treadmill.
Yeah.
Buy a treadmill, man.
Yavata almost got me hooked. It really did. It looks like you guys are having so much fun flying out of Vada, but I'm like Lon. I just don't like goggles. I like to be able to look around. Yeah.
Hey, Ray, you can fly the Mavic 3 with the goggles, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know. I've heard that. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, that's
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, I don't know. To me, it's kind of. I guess maybe on a sunny day. I mean, you can't operate the camera features and all with it, but I mean, it's still something different, I guess.
and you got to use the wanker to fly it too. I mean, I have it. I have the wanker 2 and the goggles, and I've yet to fly my Mavic 3 with the goggles. I just don't see the point.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
either.
I really don't.
I don't.
I did it once with the Mini 3 when I got the Avata and I had the wanker. I was like, all right, well, I got the Mini 3 Pro. Let me go ahead and try it. And I did it, and I was like, all right, cool, for sale. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really, it's kind of, I'll say gimmicky. It's really no.
It is.
You can't really do the features of the drone, so it's
Right.
I don't know. I guess if you're maybe at the beach or something, you want to just. It's really, I don't know. Maybe just on a bright day. I don't.
Mark Fisher bought a Mini 4 Pro. He said he'd never get a Mini. All right, good. Congratulations, Mark.
Yeah, but he's regretting the buy though.
Yeah, he said I don't think he's happy with it or something. Well, I mean, you know, you can sell it for $50. I mean,
I was just gonna say I'll give him $50 for it
I get
before
Yeah.
Max swooped in.
For what? What's he
It's
selling?
Mini 4.
but he had the
Oh, I'll give him 55 for it.
Oh, bidding war.
60. I'll give him 60.
I'm out. I got a Mini 3. I don't need a Mini 4.
$61.57.
All right, guys, I'm gonna have to skedaddle here. So
Yeah, I'm a end it myself. I think I need to go over to the cemetery and blow off and blow the mausoleum out. I don't want anybody bitching. They gripe about everything, and if they got more leaves in there than they had yesterday, you know, people will be.
people like to bitch.
People, man, the ice cream is too cold. Their water's too wet.
You know,
You know, it's like-
I will say this about the cemetery. I never, of course, I've been there 4 years managing now, but I never thought of calling a cemetery. But man, there's a lot of people that call the cemetery.
Sure.
Yeah, I never would have even dreamed, you know, like, I mean, I had a guy call me. He said, hey, you know, I know y'all blow out every day, but I went like at 3 o'clock, and right now this time of year, leaves just blow in because it's like a wind tunnel. It's all open. And he goes, man, they had a lot of leaves. You know, I said, well, I mean, you know, we can't.
Wow.
I mean, we pay a guy to blow off Monday through Friday. I go every Saturday and Sunday. But I said, well, I mean, it's just a few leaves. It's not bothering nobody, you know. But
The
anyway,
people,
Leaves
that,
are dead, too.
the people that are there aren't bothered by them, are they? I mean,
no,
the people
nobody.
that are-
No,
You
Yeah.
better go, you better go blow out the leaves then, John.
yeah.
but Ray,
You ever hear of a broom bitch? That's what I
You need to go at 8, 1, and 3, and 5, and 7.
Hey, that's out. Hey, my
Fly your drone there. There you go. Fly your V-copter. That
the
thing puts out
V-copter.
a lot of air. Fly
Yeah.
the V-copter over all the graves.
What I do is take a blower there and just blow. Now, Ray, who you got Monday night on your show?
Yeah, we got Paul Reed on Wednesday night.
Wednesday.
Yeah,
night.
Paul's donating
Yeah, that's
a Eagle View aerial tablet. It's like a triple tech tablet, 2100 nits. And I got to say thank you to Paul, but he'll be my special guest Wednesday.
All right, everybody, thanks for joining in this morning. And I had a lot of people in, and I appreciate it. And we'll see you, on Ray's show Wednesday. And, of course, the Fly for Fun show. I think we got Ron Brown on the 31st and then Lon on Valentine's Day. And we'll catch up with you. Everybody get out there and fly a little bit.
Have a good
Have
Sunday.
a great day, everyone.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.